Hey guys, what's up? My name is Dan and welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be talking all about Arsenal because it's finally happened. Ricardo Calafiori is now a Arsenal player. It's a big move. He's obviously one of, if not the hottest Italian prospect right now. Serie A and the Serie A fans and Juve fans in particular are outraged by this decision, which is absolutely amazing. I'll talk about a bit about that in a minute. But yeah, it's a massive deal. I mean, obviously he's 22 now, so he's got a massive career ahead of him. Like I said, Arteta's been rumored to be heavily interested in him for a while. It's felt like months since we've been chasing him. I think it's only been obviously a week or a few weeks, should I say. He's obviously been the main transfer target for Arsenal so far this season, this summer, should I say? And yeah, we finally got him. About £42 million, about 50 million euros apparently, which is a pretty decent deal considering today's market and his age and just how good he is and how good of Euros he had, mainly in the group stage, obviously, because Italy didn't go too far in the knockouts. So yeah, I think it was a decent price overall, and yeah, I'm really happy with it. To be honest with you, I think he's probably going to be at least at the start. I think going to be playing at left back for Arsenal. I think if you look at across Arsenal's back line, I think left back is pretty obvious the weak link. Zinchenko's been decent, but he's getting older a bit now. I think he's losing it a little bit. We played Kivior a bit there. He did well to start with the last season, but yeah, he's obviously not the best left back that we could possibly have. So yeah, he fills the gap, and I think improves an already formidable Arsenal defence. I think we had the best defence in the league last year, and I think we've added to it, which is absolutely fantastic. Like I said, he can play left centre back if he really needs to. I think he can play a couple of other positions, so I don't expect him to purely be a left back. But I think at least the first game of the season, I think he will be a left back. Yes, Ben White, obviously Sleeper and Gabriel and Calafiore on the left back. Obviously we've got Timber as well, who's had a really good preseason by all accounts. He looks ready to go, which is actually fantastic because obviously he missed pretty much all of last season. So hopefully he has a big season. But yeah, it's a really good move, really brilliant move. Really happy with it. Obviously, like I said a bit earlier, Italian fans seem to be outraged by it. Obviously, they're trying to get their league to get a little bit better. Um, Serie A has kind of fallen off a little bit, in my opinion, of late. So, yeah, understandably they want to keep their best players, but the best players are coming to the Premier League now. Sorry, I mean it's just a straight fact. And he said it as well. Obviously, he's a massive Arsenal fan as well. So yeah, he seems really happy with it. Arteta seems really happy. Obviously, they've released videos and stuff now with him interacting with the players and training and stuff like that. So it's really good to see. More of the same, to be honest with you. I think it's more like family orientated. They're all happy with each other. They're all good friends with each other. And it's a real group mentality, which is absolutely epic. And he fits right in by the looks of it, which is actually great. So yeah, I'm really happy with it. Obviously, really young Italian player. Obviously got Jorginho, but we don't have a history with Italian players, so it'd be really nice to have a little bit of history with him. And we have to improve. I mean, we lost a couple of games last season we shouldn't have lost, and I think we're trying to plug that gap now and try not to lose games this season so that we can finally, touch wood, finally win the Premier League again because it's been far too long since we've done it. And yeah, hopefully we can challenge Man City properly again this time and go right towards the end and hopefully get the prize. And the Champions League as well. We've got Champions League again. We're not the newbies in that anymore. This is our second time in a row, and we need to go far into that tournament as well. So yes, move's a great move. Hopefully, it's not the only move we make. Obviously, Mikel Marino's rumored to be the next target. We'll have to wait and see. I think that other centre mid spot is up for grabs in my opinion. I think Odegaard is obviously a mainstay in that team. Declan Rice as well, and I think we could use another centre mid. So maybe it's him, and I think striker's still up for debate. I think that's more of a let's see what happens kind of thing. But I think Arteta's happy with Havertz and Jesus. I think Jesus had a really good preseason as well. He looks well up for it, which is great. So we'll have to wait and see for other moves, but I want to say from a positive to a negative, obviously Emil Smith Rowe, obviously Fabrizio Romano has announced it, here we go thing. It's not been officially announced yet, but it looks like it's a done deal. Emil Smith Rowe is going to go to Fulham around about, I think it's like 27 million plus 7 million, so I think it could go up to 34. Um, yeah, really mixed feelings about this one. Obviously, Smith Rowe is a Highlander. He's a legend. He's always been a fan favorite. You know, he's one of the, he came out with Saka when he first started in the senior team, so we kind of had high hopes for both of them, and only Saka's really managed to pull on, and that's mainly down to injuries, I think. And Smith Rowe's been blighted with injuries in his time in the first team, and unfortunately, it happens sometimes. And it's really affected him. It's held him back a little bit. He's obviously nowhere near as important to Arsenal's first team as Saka is. So yeah, I mean but it's really sad, to be honest with you. It's going to be a sad day when he leaves, which is probably going to be today. Um, but I think it's the best thing overall. He's not going to want to be on the bench. I think the Arsenal squad is kind of passed him by now, and I think he's going to always struggle to get into the first team now. Obviously, I think he'd be rotated in. I think he'd play bit parts if he was to stay, but he needs to play day in, day out. He needs to play a lot to kind of catch up and regain his form, and hopefully, he becomes the player that we all know that he could be at Fulham, and hopefully he gets maybe another big move in the future. But I think Fulham's a decent club. I think it's a decent place for him to go and get minutes. Obviously, there's some other Arsenal players like Iwobi um, that are there as well. So it'd be nice to see him play regularly. It's going to be horrible to see him play in a different team, but I think it's overall good for him, good for Arsenal. I think, um, like I said, our bench is stacked now as well. It's going to be really hard for him now to get back into the team, like I said. So, yeah, goes to, I wouldn't say a step down, but it's a bit of an easier team to get into in Fulham. So hopefully he gets to play. Hopefully he has a really, really good season, plays a lot of games, and hopefully he shows us what he can do, and he can go from there, kind of kickstart his career a bit more. I mean, like I said, it hasn't been confirmed yet. Romano's confirmed it, but it's not been officially announced, so I could be jumping the gun a little bit, but I thought I'd just give my opinion on it, because obviously he's a much loved player, and yeah, we all wanted him to succeed at Arsenal. It just hasn't worked out. So hopefully he can go to Fulham, kickstart his career again, and have a really good season. I just want to see him play. I want to see him play a lot and score some goals and get some assists, and I wouldn't mind Fulham doing decently as well. Fulham's not one of those London clubs that I dislike, like West Ham and Spurs and Chelsea. So yeah, Fulham's a bit of a decent result for him, I think. So yeah, best of luck to him, and yeah, hopefully we'll get a couple more signings down, and we can talk about them in the future as and when it happens. Like I said, I think Miguel Marino's the next target, but we'll have to wait and see. I think they kind of just wanted to get the Calafiore, which took a long time. That deal apparently involved a lot of other people and a lot of other negotiations and other clubs. And they wanted to get the Smith Rowe thing done as well. So get those two things done, and then move on to the next target and see what kind of financially we're working with. So yeah, I think it's going to be an interesting summer still. I think they've had a really amazing time in LA. I'm really gutted that I didn't go. I should have gone, but I went last year, and I didn't. I could afford it, but this year's more of a replenishment year for me. But I would love to have been there. It looks like an amazing time. Chivas are in there as well. Chivas have just touched down there to play their game against LA Galaxy next week. So yeah, it sucks, but it is what it is, and I'll catch you next time. Because I think Arsenal going to LA and America is going to be a regular thing now. Unfortunately for Australia, I think if they came to Australia, it'd be epic again, because they haven't done that for a while. But yeah, I think the American thing's going to be a regular occurrence, so they seem to love it over in America. So I'll catch the next one. So yeah, let me know in the comments what you think about Calafiore. Let me know what you think about Smith Rowe, and let me know what you think about other transfer targets. Who do you think we need, and who do you think realistically we can sign? So yeah, I'll reply to all the comments. Like and subscribe if you haven't already. I really do appreciate it. And yeah, appreciate you guys, and I'll see you guys very soon. Have a good week. Adios.